Hey, this is Soldier 7 here reporting for Right Wing Federation, and apparently today is the 20-year anniversary of 9/11, where the World Trade Center had come down, and we remember and look back on this day, I guess, every time. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this video, or if I was gonna do this video, but the fact that I guess I'm doing something right now is saying something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna do something, for the anniversary and so forth, but really the truth is I just don't really know if I have the right words and everything for it and anything. I mean, I guess really right now all I can say is that maybe just talk a little bit about that day and from what I remember. Yes, I remember that day. It was a Tuesday, I think, if I recall. I just came home and I sat my stuff down and I decided to turn on the TV, and there you know it, I saw it, but I didn't notice anything right away. I even kept flipping the channels. Apparently it was on every channel, even channels that weren't part of a news network or anything. And I found out later that day what was going on and what just occurred and what I was looking at. And I don't really know if it's well, I don't know. It sometimes feels complicated to talk about, because I remember other things going on at the time. I remember, and I was just a kid at the time. Okay, so, so I was, still just a kid, still a kid, and I remember someone saying something about, a plane flying over us because, there's an air base. Well, not right next to where I live, but like about a few miles north of us. Yeah. So there was that, and I don't know, and I just say I was probably kind of freaking out a little bit later that day when I was informed about what occurred, about the buildings collapsing and everything, and what just went down. And yes, I admit I was kind of freaking out a little bit, because up until then, it's like I was like, whoa, I don't know. I mean, sure, before that there was Somalia and Bosnia, but I was a little more younger back then, so not so much. My folks said, I don't remember my folks saying anything about that. But yeah, I do remember, well, let's see, well, like I said, I just, I remember kind of just freaking out about it, not knowing what's going on, and I mean, I don't know. I guess I was just, I, I don't know, like, I'm not just, like, trying to, like, sound lost or anything. It's just, like, just even after 20 years, I just don't know if I really have the right words. It's like, all I can do is just kind of just talk about what I remember on that day, and, yeah, wasn't really wasn't a good thing, and like I said, I didn't know right away, even when it was all over the TV. And, I flipped through a few channels. There weren't a whole lot at that time, or I just didn't have that kind of cable, but nevertheless. Um, but yeah, at first I didn't know what it was, but then, like, later that day, I was informed that yes, these buildings in New York have collapsed it, and it was an attack and so forth. So, yeah. And then, someone in the family mentioned, like, I could be wrong, but I think I remember someone in the family mentioning a plane flying over, like, I don't know if it was a fighter jet or something, but, like, it was, like, flying over the small rural area, or rural suburban air mixture, you know, area that I grew up in. So yeah, I remember hearing that or something like that, and I just kind of started freaking out because I was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen next or whatnot. And I remember going to bed later that night, just kind of freaking out and everything. And for some strange reason, the song by Ray Charles, "America the Beautiful," was strangely playing in my head. Yeah, for some reason, which I guess in some way was sort of a good thing, sort of a relief song. And then I remember going, and I remember, later that day, pretty much everybody knew about it. Everybody was talking about it. You even had some people who were saying, this is World War III, we're gonna have a World War III or something. It's like, I don't know. But, like, yeah, you had some people who were freaking out, and some people that were just like, well, I mean, I guess everyone was to a certain degree, but it's like I said, those people around, those people that were shouting World War III, it's like they sounded like, oh, they sounded like excited about it, but I'm not saying they were. And it's just, I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm not, I'm sure I'm sure many of them were freaking out too, because it's like, uh, what's next? Because, before this, there was the Cold War, but now here we are, and something new. I mean, I'm just talking about, looking back on it now and thinking about, like, from what I remember that day, from what I remember from that time, and just trying to look back on it today. And 20 years later, it's like, man, I don't know. I just really don't have the right words, and I'm sorry if this is feeling more like a rant. I really do apologize, but it's just like certain other stuff that's been going on and everything. Yes, I understand. But right now, I just wanted to make this about, about the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. So, yeah, that's really what I just wanted to try to do today with this video, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry if this video it comes off as more of a rant or just me telling what it was like for me at the time or what I was feeling at the time or something like that. But I don't know. All I can say is just looking back now, what, 20 years and everything that's gone on between now and then, it's like, I don't know. It's mainly just looking at the ground, just with my face, staring at my feet on, just staring at the ground or at my feet or something, just, you know, wondering, just like, I don't know, just like lots of things, going back and forth up here, so it's just kind of like, oof, man. Like, one thing I know that keeps coming and popping up there is like, it's been 20 years, and the other stuff too, which I won't get into in this, but yeah, thought about that a little bit, and I'm just kind of like, oof, I don't know. But anyway, what do you think is next? So, yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say for right now. That's it. That's it for this video. This is Soldier 7. Thanks for listening.